Hello everyone, welcome to Masterminds. In this video, we are dealing with the first chapter from class 7 Political Science. The chapter name is on equality. As the name indicates, we will focus more on equality or the right to equality or a concept of equality. Before studying about equality, first we need to know about the democratic government. We already know that India is a democratic country. And what do you mean by democratic government or democratic country? A democratic government is the government which is elected by the people. The democratic government is elected by the people. People elect the government who are in accordance with their interest or who are in accordance with their wish. They reject the people or political party or alliances which are against their interest and only select those parties or alliances which are in favor of their interest. Such a government is called a democratic government. And the basic elements of democratic government are: first one is people's participation. We have already told that the democratic government is elected by the people. So people have greater involvement in the democratic government. People are electing the government. And the resolution of conflict and in the resolution of conflict and equality and justice. Basic elements of democratic government. Second one is the resolution of conflict. In the case of any resolution existing in a democratic country means all the next basic elements of democratic government is the resolution of conflict. If any conflict existing in a democratic country or in a democratic government means all those are resolved in a democratic manner by discussion or negotiation or by arbitration. This conflict gets resolved. If it is a conflict between two persons or if it is between a center or state government or between two states, all the conflicts are resolved in a democratic manner. And there is a greater concept of equality and justice. All the laws, all the rules are based on equality and justice. Equality is a key feature of democracy. Why it is a key feature of democracy? You will come to know why equality is a key feature of democracy in the next slide. Okay, here you can see the equal right to vote. We already told that democratic government means the government elected by the people. So people are electing the government by voting. So in India, the voting is this election or this voting is based on universal adult franchise. What is universal adult franchise? Its definition is, it states that every adult in a country, irrespective of their wealth and the community she or he belongs to, has one vote. Every citizen in the country who have 18 or more age people are considered as adult people. So all adult in a country, irrespective of their wealth, there is no discrimination on the basis of wealth, who have greater wealth, who have less wealth. There is no such discrimination. And on the basis of community also there is no discrimination. There is no discrimination on the basis of gender, whether he is male or whether she is female. There is no such discrimination. All the people, every adult in a country, irrespective of their wealth and community she or he belongs to, have one vote. All these people have only one vote and all the vote has same value. There is no difference in the value of vote for one person. No one is superior over the other in the case of value of vote. All the votes have same value and all have only one vote. Here you need to note that only citizens of India have the right to vote. Foreigners do not have the right to vote. So, universal adult franchise states that every adult in a country, irrespective of their wealth and the community she or he belongs to, have one vote. And this universal adult franchise is based on the idea of equality. Next, we can look at what are the other kinds of equality provided by our constitution. There are various other equalities provided by our constitution, not only the equal right to vote, but unfortunately in India several inequalities are also prevalent. One of the major inequality prevalent in our country is caste inequality. Caste system is prevalent in India, especially in rural area. And Dalit, a term that the so-called lower caste is used to address themselves. I am very sorry, I am not a person who is supporting this caste system, but unfortunately these caste inequalities are present in our society, so we need to mention it. Dalit means it is a term that the so-called lower caste is used to address themselves. In order to address themselves, people from the so-called lower caste is using the term Dalit, and the word meaning of Dalit is broken, and by using this word they are trying to express their how they were and continue to be seriously discriminated against. They are not treated equally, they are facing various discrimination. So by using this term broken, they are trying to express how they were and continue to be seriously discriminated against. One of the famous Dalit writer is Om Prakash Valmiki, and his autobiography is named as Judan. In his autobiography, he told about the discrimination faced by him during his school life. And another story from your textbook is about the Mr. and Mrs. Ansari, who is trying to find out an apartment for rent, but by recognizing their name and deciding the food they were eating, the owner of the apartment refused to give them apartment. So there is a discrimination based on religion and religious practices. So these are some of the types of inequalities prevalent in our society. Discrimination on the basis of caste, religion and religious practices. So actually these are prohibited by our law, but these are prevalent in our country. We have already discussed in the previous slide that some people are treated unequally. What happens if persons are treated unequally? When persons are treated unequally, the dignity is violated. What is dignity? Dignity means it is the thinking of oneself and other persons as worthy of respect. If one thinks that I have the same respect as that of the other person, he is recognizing his dignity. When he is treated differently from other person, he will think that, oh, I am not getting as much respect as that of other one. So in that case the dignity of the person is violated. The various background in which the people are treating unequally are the caste in which they were born, the class, the background they are coming from, or whether they are male or female. These are the certain factors that why some people are treated unequally. But our constitution recognizes every person as equal. All the people, irrespective of their caste, religion, wealth, income, gender, deserve the same respect and dignity. Next, we can look at detailed discussion about equality in Indian democracy. In Indian democracy, equality is provided by our constitution. What is constitution? It is a document that lays down the basic rules and regulations for people and the government in the country to follow. The constitution lays down some of the basic rules and regulations. The government in the country should follow these rules and regulations, and also the people in the country should follow these rules and regulations. The government indicates all the government, either the central government, state government or any other regional government. All these government and the people in the country should follow the rules and regulations laid down in the constitution. The Indian constitution recognizes every person as equal. We already told that equality is provided by our constitution. The Indian constitution recognizes every person as equal. This means that every individual in the country, including male and female person from all castes, religion, tribes, educational and economic backgrounds are recognized as equal. The constitution already recognizes every person as equal. The meaning of this is that every individual in the country, it may be either male or female or from any caste, religion, tribes or from any educational background or any economic background. He may be either well educated or not well educated, or he may be poor or rich. No matter, all the people in the country are considered as equal in the Indian constitution. No, now equality is recognized. Earlier, no law existed to protect people from discrimination and ill treatment. Earlier also equality is recognized, but there is no law existed to protect people from discrimination and ill treatment. In order to enforce the equality provided by our constitution, there is no law existed earlier. Law is needed to protect the people from discrimination and ill treatment. But now there are various government programs and schemes to protect the people from discrimination and ill treatment. Now we can look at some of the provision of the constitution regarding equality. These are the some of the provision in the constitution regarding equality. First one is every person is equal before the law. Every person, irrespective of any matter, all the person is equal before the law. Then no person can be discriminated against on the basis of the religion, race, caste, place of birth, or whether they are female or male. The Article 15 is this. No person can be discriminated against on the basis of religion. No person can be treated unequally or can be discriminated on the basis of these matters, that is on the basis of religion. If he is Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Jain, or any religion may be, there should be no discrimination, or in the matter of race, or in the case of caste, or in the place of based on the place of birth, or whether they are female or male. There should not be any discrimination on the basis of these matter. This is present in the Article 15 of the Indian Constitution. Every person has access to all public places, including playgrounds, hotels, shops, and markets. All person can use publicly available wells, roads, and bathing goods. All the people have the same right to access the public places, not private property, public places. Public places includes playgrounds, then hotels. Public property means the property owned by the state government. Owned by the government. So in the access to all public places is equally available to all the people present in a country. Untouchability has been abolished. In the some of the caste system, there is untouchability is prevalent. So untouchability has been completely abolished because it is against the principle of equality. Next, we can look at how the government implement the equality that is guaranteed in the constitution. We already told that in order to enforce or implement the equality which is guaranteed by the constitution, there should be some enactment of law. So government implement the equality through enactment of law, through government programs or schemes to help disadvantaged communities. In order to bring disadvantaged communities in the forefront of the society, government brings some of the programs or schemes which is beneficial to the disadvantaged communities. One of the example of such program is midday meal scheme. The main objective of midday meal scheme is to provide children with cooked lunch in all government elementary school. In the midday meal scheme, all the children studying in the government elementary school will be provided with the cooked lunch. First state to implement this program is Tamil Nadu, and this program reduced caste prejudice. How this program reduced caste prejudice? Because both lower and upper caste children eat the meal together. In the school, both the lower and upper caste children are eating the meal together. So this practice reduced caste prejudice, and it also reduced hunger of the children who is coming from the economically backward family. We have already discussed in the previous slide about the inequalities present in our country. Even though India is a democratic country, there are some inequalities prevalent in our country. It is not the issue for our country only. There are issues of equality in other democratic countries also. One of the example is United States of America. In United States of America, African American people are largely facing inequality. African American people, these are the people whose ancestors were the slaves. Before the abolition of slavery in United States of America, the slaves were brought over from Africa, and the grandchildren of these slaves were known as African American, and they are largely facing inequality. One of the famous African American women was Rosa Parks. and one of the incident happened in her life while traveling through the bus leads to a massive agitation in the country commonly known as civil rights movement. In this movement, African American people demanded equal rights and an end to racial discrimination. The main objective of this movement is that for equal rights, Afro-American people demanded equal rights and an end to racial discrimination. They need to enjoy the equal rights as that of Americans. As a result of this movement, Civil Rights Act of 1964 was enacted and it prohibited discrimination on the basis of race, religion or national origin. This act prohibited discrimination on the basis of race, religion or national origin. Whether they are born in Africa or America, there should be no discrimination on the basis of race, religion or national origin. And this act also stated that all schools would be open to African American children and they would no longer have to attend a separate school specially set up for them. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.